Hi, welcome to an Outside Lives interview with The Original Way, or the team behind The Original Way. And we're going to be talking to Clare and Nic today about how they set up their eco business in lockdown, no less. So that's what we're going to be chatting about. So sort of to kick us off, could you tell us a little bit about The Original Way?
Yeah, morning. Hi. So Original Way we set up after a brief discussion between Nick and I in the middle of the village one day. We were chatting about both going back into work after having our families, and we got onto how much we care about the planet and sort of the crisis that the planet's facing at the moment, and then started thinking about what was available in our local community with regards to eco shopping and refillables for the home, and actually there wasn't that much available, especially on a mobile basis. So we decided to get our heads together, and a couple of business meetings in the garden. Due to lockdown, that's all we could do. So we sat and got our heads together in the garden and planned quite a few ideas out. We had so many ideas that we had to kind of shorten them down a bit to make it achievable to get started. And then in October we bit the bullet and we launched Original Way. We kind of had to make some quick decisions because our local market in Wetherby decided that they wanted us to trade as soon as possible, and actually gave us a 2-week window from when they contacted us to being on the market. At that point, we didn't have a name, we didn't have any stock, and we were a bit panicked, if we're truthful. So it was really a case of making some decisions fast and coming together, bringing all our stock together, getting everything ordered and in, and within 3 weeks we were actually on the market trading. Wow. So that was how we started back in October.
Wow, fantastic. And what was the inspiration behind the business?
It's crazy just hearing Claire say that out loud again. I can't believe how quickly it's gone, and feels like ages ago. But like Claire said, we both worry about the environment that the future generations will inherit, and we came together because of our common concerns and common interests as well in helping people to make small steps to make a real positive change for the planet. So we're keen to educate people and help people make smart, responsible product choices, and enabling people to live a healthier life and save money. So whilst the products might seem expensive initially, they actually last longer, and you get more out of it. So lockdown inspired us really as well. So our initial thoughts were that we wanted to bring refills to people in the village and the surrounding areas, so people who were isolating, who were sick, just afraid to go out, to the shops. So we wanted to bring things like flour and pasta and, everything that the shops were running low on. Those kinds of things were available in refill shops. And we sort of had this idea that we wanted to bring it in like a delivery type service. Sadly, funds restricted us from the whole sort of refill van idea, but that is kind of what we're aiming for, and we've sort of taken a bit of inspiration along the way.
Brilliant. And how was it? I mean, you talked about sort of lockdown being a source of sort of inspiration, but it can't have been the easiest time to start a business. I mean, how have you found it?
Challenging. I mean, Claire and I are sort of desperate to get together. We'd love to get together more than we can. So that's been a challenge, and it's just completely different to what I'm used to. I've been a stay-at-home mum for 10 years. I've lived abroad and sort of, I call myself a trailing spouse. I've just followed my husband around with his career. And so we came back to the UK and we moved to Leeds and we sort of settled here. And I just felt like it was time for something different. And when Claire and I came together with our common interest, it just it just went from there, really. And it was a challenge, you know. I've never ever set up a business before, but it's fun and we're constantly learning and adapting, and yeah, it's just fun, and I really enjoy it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think we've had to adapt, haven't we? We've kind of got geared up to go into the market, and sort of got that all ready and rolling. And we only did 2 weeks at the market before we went back into lockdown again. So then it was like, right, okay, we can't be at the market. How are we going to make this work now? So we then gave ourselves the challenge of setting up the website, which was a big challenge because we haven't done that. I did it at university, but very little amount of it. So then we took 2 weeks to build the website and get that all tested and all the products on, and that was launched at the end of the second week of following the lockdown. So that was a big challenge that we had to overcome as well with the lockdown. And then we went back onto the market again for a couple of weeks, and then lockdown again. So it's kind of we're juggling the way that we're working, but it's we're getting there. And it was a great Christmas period, and now we're getting going again this year. Still in lockdown, and we cannot wait to get back onto the markets again, and hopefully get to a few more when we're allowed to.
Brilliant. And can you talk a little bit about sort of Original Way and what makes it special?
Yeah, so I think what's ultimately special is the community of other eco-friendly companies we join and work alongside for just the same gain. We're all in it together. We're not competing with each other. We all want the same thing. So I mean, Claire and I work hard to ensure families have access to some of the best eco products available in the market. We're authentic and honest about who we are and what we do and what we want to achieve.
Brilliant. Great. And in respect of sort of products that you sell, I mean, what's the range of products, and do you have any favourite ones?
Can I go first on this one, Nick? We've got quite a range of products on our list now. We're up to nearly 200 individual products, so there's quite a range, and we stock everything from your household cleaning items, your scrubbing brushes and your dish brushes, through to your beauty products and some luxury bath salts and bath bombs. Everything is eco-friendly. 100% natural. We don't have any chemicals or nasties in any of the products that we stock, and the majority of the products that we stock come from small independent businesses from across the UK as well. We only use one wholesaler for some of our mainstream household items, but everything else is lovely and uniquely made by individual artisan creators. And one thing I think we both look for in our products is something that's fresh and bright, and maybe moves away from the stereotypical eco, grey, green, natural looking products, because they don't have to be like that. They can be lovely and colourful products as well. So moving on to my favourites, I've got 2 soap bars that are my favourite. One is the Tilda's Tribe, a soap bar that's a goat's milk soap, and the benefits of this soap are just fantastic. They have so many skin benefits, and wonderful for eczema. So my little boy suffers with eczema, behind his ears and his neck and on his elbows and stuff. And this soap has just been wonderful for helping him, see benefits from using a soap instead of a shower gel or other mainstream shower products. And the second one is a shampoo bar. So this is our 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner bar, and it's just amazing. I must say I was quite dubious when I started using it, thinking, not sure if this is going to work. I've got quite long hair that's quite unruly. I'm going to be back to my mainstream products really soon. But once I used it, I've never looked back. It's just amazing. It tames my wild locks. It doesn't make it knotty and tangly. And the one of the best benefits is it stops roughly 24 plastic bottles from my household going into landfill every year. So it's a winner on all surfaces for me, that one. It's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and I think it was interesting because I know I did a little video on some different eco products that I was using, and you saw the shampoo bar in that, didn't you? And then I was using a different shampoo bar, and then you contacted me and said, "This one's amazing. Try this one." And I completely agree. I've tried that one as well, and it's well, I'm using it now. It's really, really good, and I've recommended it to a few other people as well, and they have the other people that I've recommended it to have made a permanent swap to it. So I would agree with that one. I think that's big thumbs up on that product. Yeah,
it's great. It really is good.
Fantastic. And what about you, Nic?
Oh, I second, third, fourth the shampoo bar. I think it's amazing. All four of us in the house use it now, and it's just an absolute winner. I've got my mum onto it. My dad uses it because it's there in the shower as well. And we have a friend who's got very curly hair, and she's using the curly one, and she just thinks it's amazing. It supports the curly method that she's following. So yeah, I mean, it's a brilliant one. We love that one. I also love, on the theme of soaps, the Marseille dish soap bar. But it's not only a dish soap, it's really cool. You can use it, I just use it to wash my hands at the kitchen sink. You can use it as a stain removal block. You can cut a piece off and put it in the washing machine and use it as a laundry detergent. It's just so good. I love it. And keeping it by the kitchen sink, I love using it along with the coconut scraper and the coconut fibre scourer. They're just brilliant. I the first time I used them, I was absolutely amazed. And I did a Sunday dinner, and there's a bit of gravy caught on the bottom of the pan. So I let it soak for a few minutes, and then the coconut scraper just whipped it straight off. I was so impressed. And there's this funny nostalgia attached to those kitchen sink items as well. I feel like an old washerwoman, just going back to like using sort of original, like olden day type products. I just love that. And then I'm obsessed, going back to ZWP again, their lotion bar. It smells amazing, and you step out of the shower soaking wet and you just run the bar all over your skin. Smells really good, feels really good. And I just, it just sorts out those dry skin patches. It's really nice. And then finally the safety razor. I love that one as well. Again, there's a nostalgia there. It's just this old way of doing something which I really like.
Yeah.
I could go on. Like, there are lots that I really, really like.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much. I think you mentioned to me before we started the interview that you've got a promotion for Outside Lives members. Is that right?
Yes, definitely. We would love to share a discount voucher with you. So we'll share the details with Kat and the team. But as you go through to checkout on the website, type in Outside Lives OW21, and it will give you 10% off all purchases over £20. So
Wow.
please enjoy.
That's amazing. Well, thank you very much. Thanks ever so much for your time. We wish you all the very best in the future. Please keep us up to speed in respect of the developments of the business, and we'd be really interested on, on the refill side to hear if you get to the point that you can develop that as well. So yeah, keep in touch, and thank you ever so much.
Thank you, Kat.
Thank you. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.